What defines a functional alcoholic, though? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk with me. So, you know how usually I start this and I don't know what we're talking about? Well, today I really don't know what we're talking about. I have no idea. I think I wrote something down. Maybe. I don't know. Here's a tip. Don't write ideas at late at night when you're not awake at all. Don't do that. Then you wake up the next morning and then you're like, what? You know what? Fuck it. It's probably not a great idea. It's probably not gonna get us a million views, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. High school diplomas, that's what we're talking about today. So we live in a society where people are always like,
dude, you gotta work hard, you gotta go to college, you gotta get all this education.
Going to high school is not that big a deal. Most of us graduate high school, and then now we gotta go on to college and pay all this money for an education to get a job so we can make less money than what's gonna pay off the education that we used to get our jobs. What was the point of even going to high school? 100 years ago, I could walk into a interview with a high school diploma and they would be like,
Woo-wee! You got a high school diploma? Here's a living wage, and then a little something to buy your wife something sexy, but not too sexy. Remember,
Jesus is watching.
But now I walk into an interview with a high school diploma and they're like,
And you want more than minimum wage? Nah.
it's like, how am I gonna pay the system to move up in the system if I can't get the money to pay the system? Now ain't none of us got no money. I ain't got no money. None of us got no money. That diploma ain't getting me no money. I know a few people who didn't even graduate high school, but they making more money than I'm gonna make with my high school diploma. And they're doing it with no diploma. They making hella cash. They being hella successful with none of that. They ain't even go to prom. Prom was lame, I don't understand why everyone is like,
prom is the best night of your life.
how? I went and danced in the equivalent of a really bad club, and then I went to my friend's house and they all got drunk and I went home. What? Yo, dude, being a teenager is so overrated. Everyone's like,
High school was the best time of my life.
I'm sorry. This video is going absolutely nowhere. This topic isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Who wrote this? Who wrote these topics? What am I doing with my life? What kind of a topic is that? What kind of a topic are we doing? I have a high school diploma, so I guess that goes to show what it takes to get a high school diploma. Usually I just wake up in the morning and I'm like, how much more can I look like a pretentious tool than I already do? Have you ever put your tongue in your belly button? Drives them crazy. In the belly button, straight up deep in the belly button, as deep in the belly button as possible. There's so many people who are all upset about this generation. They're not working hard enough. They aren't doing enough to get whatever. Is that it, or are they just mad that we don't have native deaf camps anymore? Actually, I've met a few people in our generation who are kind of upset about that. If you just go in the forest, you might feel something eventually if you lick every tree. When I was a kid, we would go in the forest and there would be older kids in there just shooting up heroin and Oxycontin and boat cleaner, and they'd be like,
get out of here.
And we'd be like, oh, I'm a little boy. Did you see in the news today, St. Malik ran over someone's dog and they didn't know what to do, so they just kept driving. And then when they asked him about it, he was like, it's okay, I was going fast enough to where it didn't feel anything. What was the topic again? That's the end of today's Let's Talk with... If you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the thing that's on the screen right now. Down below, like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know what to say anymore, so